let's go through my project pan for January, and I'm going to show you all the empties I had, which is so many. It's an entire shoebox filled with things. So listen, what is project pan? It is literally trying to use your thing all the way up to the pan, like the bottom of something. I decided to do this in 2025 because I watched the documentary that was on Netflix, Buy Now, and I was reminded, again, I know these things, but I was reminded of how much stuff we have and the terrible environmental impact. And I thought, I want to do something, and it's not buy more things. The other thing that I thought about was trying to stay in our budget. We have some big financial goals this year, and also just decluttering. I was like, I don't want as many things. Now, here are some of my lessons, and then I'm going to show you what's in the box. I realized I don't actually have that much like beauty products. Project Pan was originally for beauty products, right? So I don't have a ton of those types of things. But I did find that I'm susceptible to supplements. So we'll see those in a second. And I also am a couponer. So I'm going to talk to you in a second about my rules and what I did. And it was hard because I was getting so many things. And what Project Pan is having me do so far, it's February when I'm recording this, but it was January that I'm going to share, is I'm decluttering by using. And it's making me use the things that I bought on the TikTok shop or Shein or all those places. It's making me actually use them, which is amazing. Because then I feel like I didn't waste my money on something. I'm using it. Now, will I buy it again after? Maybe, maybe not. That's what we're going to go through. So here are my rules and the things that I decided I was going to focus on. One is no jewelry. I went through and I was like, do I want to do no clothes? I was like, I'm going to pick one thing that no, not for the whole year. And it's jewelry. I literally wear the same things over and over again and have so much jewelry I do not wear. So one of my low spend rules this year is no jewelry all year. Cool. The other one is I cannot use PayPal. Now, I've broken this rule a few times, but I will say maybe twice. I used to use PayPal. Like I would be scrolling my phone every night on Temu and I would just buy stuff because I didn't have to get up and get my card. So this way, I have to use my card and it has to come from a budget. So we create budgets like personal care, household, etc. We have a fun budget. We have budgets for spending. If I'm going to buy something, which I did break this rule last night, but if I'm going to buy something from Temu, I just got to have the money in my fun budget for it. And that's totally fine. Okay. The other thing is look before I buy. Now, I mentioned I'm a couponer, so rule 4 was no more than a 3-month stockpile, but I actually have stopped fully couponing because I'm realizing I don't need stuff right now. Coupons go in a quarterly cycle, so I actually have more than enough stuff. I've got like literally 15 toothpaste sitting in there. Like I don't need them right now, even if they're free or a less than $1. And so what I've decided to do was not do that. And the reason I'm choosing to do that is because yes, the goal of this is better environmental impact, right? It's also save money. It's also to break the habits of purchasing, of feeling like I need to buy things every single day or go into Target or go into Walmart or do all that spending, okay? I've barely gone into those stores. I've barely gone into a store. Anytime I've done CVS, I've done a CVS pickup. I haven't shopped at Target, Walmart, and I've made maybe like 3 Amazon purchases all year. It's been really great, and I have stuck to most of my rules. So look before I buy, because again, I could have something. Like I was out of deodorant. I looked in the closet underneath, a towel. I found a deodorant I had couponed and it was already sitting there. So not buying, like giving myself that immediate gratification of just taking a second to look. Then the other is thrifting, marketplace, or asking before purchasing new. So my son had 100 days of school. I posted on Facebook. Does anybody have anything he can wear? My son has also decided to do baseball. I'm like, does anyone give it anything away? One of my best friends is like, yeah, my kid does baseball and he's 2 years older. I'm going to give you all my stuff, right? We also have found a love for thrift. Me and my daughter, we just go and we thrift, and I had to remind her thrift shopping is still shopping, and we're trying to break that consumerism. So we went into the thrift store. Specifically, I needed some baking things. I needed new plates, etc. There's no need to buy anything new. Now, again, last night, I don't know what it was about last night. I think I was just scrolling my phone. I haven't even gone on websites like Temu or Shein or anything like that because I don't want to be tempted, but I was getting some stuff for Girl Scouts, so I was already checking out, and I was like, let me see if there's some stuff I want. And I found myself adding things for me that I could have potentially thrifted. I could have taken some time. So those are my big rules. I've mostly stuck to them. Now I'm going to show you my empties. Quarter one's goal is about my personal products and the things I bring into the household, okay? Quarter 2, I'm going to probably work on things like food or, I don't know, something else around the house. But the best byproduct of all this is I'm doing it already. I'm noticing that while my focus is in this shoebox of personal things, I'm using this mentality for everything, which is great. So let me show you what's inside. So these are all my empties for the month. I'll show you them all, and then I'm going to tell you whether I would buy them again or not. This is the thing that I really loved, is that it reminded me that I do impulse buy, especially on the TikTok shop, things I do not need. And also, we don't need as much stuff as we have. So, okay, let's go through. So I had whitening strips. I had like 3 left. I never use them. My teeth are just yellow from coffee. It is what it is. I've tried every single brand. Nothing works. I'm giving up. We're saying goodbye to whitening strips. There's no point in them. They don't work. This is just what my teeth look like, okay? Now, let me go through some supplements. So I had a thing of Kiala and a thing of fish oil. And let me see what my other supplements. And then this one was an Ollie multivitamin, okay? You can tell I'm 40. I'm like trying to lose weight. I'm like, I will do anything. Tell me what to buy. I don't need any of that. So I got rid of the Kiala. It's $50 a month I was spending. I don't need this anymore. So we said bye to that. I probably should use the fish oil, but I couldn't remember. Here's the thing. These 2 vitamins, I couldn't remember why I was using it. Somewhere along the line, a coach I worked with, an influencer I saw, somebody told me to take these vitamins, and I did. Right? Because that's how we are. So I said, I'm actually going to finish up all the supplements I own and then start fresh and start adding in things that are actually recommended by my doctor and not some TikTok influencer. So finish these up. That was great. Okay. Some more health and beauty things. So I used up our bag of cotton balls. So what I did was I thought, because again, environmental sustainability, could I have bought more? Yes. Could I use tissues? Yes. But instead I spent $10 and I bought reusable cotton pads that you just use, put in a little baggie and then wash. And I was like, better for the environment. And then I use these to take off my eye makeup and for toner. So we said goodbye to cotton balls. I went through a thing of deodorant. So that was just the one that I had on hand and I used that. I found another supplement in here. These were turmeric chews. I heard it was good for me. It says it's good for me. So again, I'm done. I was spending probably $50 at least. Well, $50 was the Kiala. So $50 to $100 a month on supplements that I don't even know if they work or if I needed them. So I told myself I need some better supplement rules. Okay. I finished up my face wash. Finally, all the way empty. And by the way, all this stuff I just said, I would not buy any of it again. This one, I love this cleanser. So yes, I will buy it again. The one that I'm using now, I found it was from Aldi. Me and my daughter wash our face together. We use it. I don't like it, but we're just finishing it up. And then I'm going to go back to my tried and true Cetaphil. I also finally finished up this L'Oreal Collagen cream that I've had forever. It's so thick that I can only use it at night. I would not buy it again. It's just too thick. It's greasy. I feel like it doesn't even absorb into my skin ever. So we're going to skip on this one. This one was an Olay Vitamin C daily lotion. I liked it, didn't love it. So again, I can coupon Olay at CVS. So like, I'll still coupon some stuff. If I could coupon it, I'll grab it. If not, I'm not married to it. It's fine. I had this is setting powder. I've had forever. My friend's a makeup artist. She gave me like tons of refills. I don't even know the brand. It literally doesn't even say like what it is. So don't care. This one, my Tarte Shape Tape. I tried so hard to get all of it out of the bottom. I couldn't do it. I love this. So yes, I would buy this again. I had a different concealer, a CoverGirl one. So I'm using that currently, but this is my favorite. And then I also decided to get rid of this little poof. All right, the other things I had were trials that I had gotten from sponsors, or I don't even know where they came from. I would not buy any of the trials again, but they were good. This was a moisturizer. This was a makeup wipe. This is a lotion. And this is a face wash. Don't care much about the brands, but I use them to get rid of them. So looking at all the products, I feel really good about it. I feel like I did a good job sticking to Project Pan. It's already mid-February, and I have used 3 items. So I love seeing it. I like collecting it. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't think there's any need. Some people like keep them all year and then you're like, this is what I used this year. I don't really care. I'm going to get rid of this stuff now. But be more mindful. Okay. Be mindful about what you buy and why you buy it. I have other lotions I'm using right now. That feels really great. None of these brands. The only thing I think out of January that I'm like 100%, this is the brand that I would want to buy again, is a plain old Cetaphil wash for my face and the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. Those are the only things out of this entire thing of products, which is so fascinating to me that there's so many products and I was buying and I wasn't like in love with them. Now, the other thing I'm doing now is I'm transitioning products to like more natural brands. So I found like a more natural face overnight cream that I'm using right now. I don't know if I love it yet, but I'm using that to try to also get less toxins because that's part of it. So this was my Project Pan low spend check-in for January. If you're doing a low spend or a Project Pan, comment below. Let me know your ahas and your takeaways. I'll put my February video up soon. Make sure you check out the podcast over at Purpose Driven Mom. And if you're doing it, tag me. I'm on Instagram at a Purpose Driven Mom, TikTok, Purpose Driven Mom. I want to know if you're also doing something like this so we can chat.